Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving back into the story of Min, V, and Hone, and trust me, things are about to get intense. So grab your popcorn and let's get started. After weeks of hesitation, Min finally worked up the courage. He found Vi between classes, his heart pounding in his chest. He took a deep breath and asked if she would model for his autumn photography project. To his immense relief, Vi's eyes lit up. She agreed immediately, trying her best to sound casual, but inside her heart was doing backflips. She couldn't believe it was finally happening. The day of the photo shoot arrived, crisp and golden. The park was a masterpiece of autumn colors, with leaves of red and yellow blanketing the ground. It was the perfect setting. Vi, however, was a bundle of nerves. Standing in front of the camera felt so awkward, and she didn't know what to do with her hands. Min, noticing her discomfort, was incredibly gentle. He approached her with a soft smile, suggesting poses and showing her how to relax her shoulders. He told a few silly jokes, and slowly V's tense smile turned into a genuine radiant laugh. Through his lens, Min was completely captivated. She was even more beautiful than he had imagined. Just as they were finding their rhythm, a familiar voice cut through the air. "Need a hand?" It was Hong. He had appeared out of nowhere, a bright, confident smile on his face. Min's good mood instantly evaporated. Vi, surprised but polite, thanked him for the offer. The atmosphere immediately shifted. The easy comfort between Min and Vi was replaced by a subtle, unspoken tension. Hong, ever the showman, stepped in, offering to help with the lighting reflector. He started giving Vi directions, standing a little too close, his hand brushing her arm as he adjusted her pose. He acted as if he and Vi were old friends, a team, leaving Min feeling like an outsider at his own photo shoot. Min's jaw tightened, his grip on his camera the only outlet for his growing frustration. Trying to ignore the irritation bubbling inside him, Min decided to change his lens for a different shot. His hands were clumsy, his mind distracted by Hong's overly familiar behavior with Vi. In his haste, the heavy lens slipped. He instinctively tried to catch it, but his hand slammed against the camera body. A sharp pain shot up his arm. He hissed, pulling his hand back to see a deep, bleeding cut across his knuckle. "Min, you're hurt." Vi's voice was filled with alarm. In a flash, she was by his side, forgetting all about the photo shoot. She gently took his hand, her expression a mix of worry and concern. Pulling a small first aid kit from her bag, she carefully cleaned the wound and wrapped a bandage around his finger. Her touch was soft, her focus entirely on him. Min's breath hitched. Having her this close, her scent filling his senses, her gentle hands tending to his injury sent his mind into a complete tailspin. He was so flustered he could barely form a coherent thought. His heart was hammering against his ribs, not from the pain, but from her proximity. Across from them, Hong watched the scene unfold, his cheerful demeanor gone. He saw the way Vi looked at Min, the unguarded tenderness in her eyes. He saw the way Min was completely captivated by her. A bitter wave of disappointment washed over him. He had tried to insert himself, to stake his claim, but in that one moment of genuine care, he realized he was just a spectator. The connection between Min and Vi was something he couldn't simply interrupt. Vi finally finished with the bandage, looked up and sensed the strange, heavy silence. She saw the storm cloud on Hong's face and the dazed look in Min's eyes. A wave of confusion hit her. What was going on? Later that day, Min was trying to edit the photos, but his mind kept replaying the moment with Vi. His friend Mai, who had dropped by, noticed his distracted state immediately. She'd seen him like this before. "You like her, don't you?" she asked, her tone direct but kind. Min immediately denied it, fumbling for an excuse about being tired from the shoot, but Mai just smiled knowingly. She could see right through his weak protests. The blush creeping up his neck was all the confirmation she needed. She didn't push, but she left him with a simple piece of advice. "Don't let your shyness make you lose something great." Meanwhile, Hong sat alone at a dimly lit bar, a glass of whiskey in his hand. The image of Vi tending to Min's hand played over and over in his mind. Each time, a fresh surge of jealousy burned in his chest. He had known Vi for years, had always been the confident one, the one who made her laugh, but he had never seen her look at him the way she looked at Min today. He took a long, hard swallow of his drink, the bitter liquid doing little to numb the ache in his heart. He felt like he was losing a race he didn't even know he was in. That night, back in his room, Min couldn't focus. He finally gave up on editing and decided to send Vi a few of the best shots. He attached the files to a message, his fingers hovering over the send button. He chose a picture where she was laughing, her head tilted back, the autumn sun creating a halo in her hair. It was perfect. Sent it, his heart doing a nervous flutter. Miles away, Vi's phone chimed. She opened the message from Min, and her breath caught. The photo was stunning. She looked so happy. She zoomed in on the image, her fingertip gently tracing the outline of Min's face, visible just behind the camera in the reflection of her eyes. A deep blush spread across her cheeks. She felt a warmth spread through her chest, a feeling she couldn't quite name but didn't want to let go of. That night, sleep was impossible for Min. He lay in bed, staring at the ceiling. But all he could see was Vi's smile, her concerned eyes, the feeling of her hand on his. The quiet realization dawned on him, clear and undeniable. It wasn't just a crush, it was falling for her. Hard. In her own room, Vi was also wide awake. She clutched her phone to her chest, her heart still racing from the memory of Min's shy smile when she had helped him. It was more than just a photo shoot. It was more than just a friendship. The nervous energy, the sudden tension, the undeniable spark when their eyes met, it all clicked into place. In the quiet solitude of their rooms under the same autumn moon, both Min and Vi came to the same startling, wonderful conclusion. They had fallen for each other. And that's where we'll leave it for today. The feelings are finally out in the open, at least to themselves. What happens next? You'll have to subscribe and turn on notifications to find out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.